the Key. This is mini lesson 15, 208 part 3. We did part 1 was 208.02 and 03, arrest process. Last week was 208.27, DATs. This week, domestic violence, 208.36. And like last week, it's a package. 208.36 is domestic violence. 208.39 is how to take pictures for domestic violence incident. And 208.70 is how to put input to the DIR database. All right, they've asked questions on all three. It's a package. Tell you what, just like last week, it's 20 pages in a patrol guide. Those three procedures together are 20 pages. Our lesson plan is like 6 pages. Okay. We're going to put a chart up again this week. Anthony, throw the chart up there. I like the way he does that. You look at this and you realize, bribery, you see bribery, you're getting a bribery question. We covered that with discipline, right? That reminds me, 208.36, domestic violence. 208.37, domestic violence involving a member of the service. Again, we cover that with discipline, all right? Now, you look at the bottom there, you know you're getting a question on domestic violence. You're probably getting 2, right? You look at the chart, you know you're going to get 2 questions. You know, the chart, really, again, it's for your edification. Take it, do with it as you will. It's a way to identify the standards. What are the heavy hitters? What are the go-to procedures, all right? So, again, there's 3 questions, very good lesson plan. You spend some time with it. I want to take a minute right now. I'm going to tell you a war story. No, not that kind of war story. Test day war story. Check this out. Question said, and it was like question number 85 or something. It was all at the end of the exam. Which of the following goes in the narrative section of this form? Whatever form. It was a juvenile report at the time. It was a very long time ago. Juvenile report, very, very different than the one you've got today. Which of the following belongs in the narrative section of the report? I tell you what, I studied. All 4 choices belong on that report. I had to throw a dart at the question because all 4 choices were information that were mandated to go on to the report. It didn't make any sense to me. After the test, I'm talking to another guy a little bit smarter than me who got the question right. He goes, John, there was a copy of the juvenile report in the in-basket. All you had to do was look and see that 3 of the choices had captions of their own. So the 4th one by default would have to go into the narrative section. It just blew my mind. I never thought of it. The in-basket was like 3 hours ago. But there it is. I tell you that story. What does that have to do with arrests? Nothing. This is about standards and tactics. The reason I tell you that story, I'll tell you what, go through the lesson and answer the questions and you'll see why. I'm going to make this just another half a minute longer. This is the week before Christmas, all right? We're not going to put a video out for Christmas. We're not going to put one out for New Year's. So the first week in January, the next one will be out. Now listen, 2020 is upon us, right? You're going to have a test within a year or so, which means we're going to be going to class in 6 months, maybe less. Right now, you remember now, if you've been following along, these lesson plans I've been sending out, they were 2, 3 pages at first, right? Now they're like 20 pages, 15 pages. You got to start up in your game. You should get to, every time you sit down to look this stuff over, put in an hour. Put in an hour undisturbed. When I mean undisturbed, don't look at your phone, don't go get a drink of water, blah, blah. 1 hour undisturbed. I mean, you got to start getting to that point soon because classes are going to begin. And I'll tell you this last thing and let this worry you. If you feel worried when I tell you this, that's good. There are people out there putting in 2 and 3 at a clip, okay? Don't get left behind. Start studying. Not too hard, but put in an hour a couple times a week, okay? And we'll probably see you in class. I'm looking forward to that. Probably another 6 months or so. All right. Happy New Year.